Hi guys, good morning. My name's Tony Umberston from Vooba. Thank you for taking your time out today, to watch this small presentation that we've put together. Firstly, I'd just like to thank Ashley and all his team for making today possible. I know that there's been a huge amount of effort that's gone into this. Just him trying to get me set up's been quite a challenge. So just wanted to obviously say a big thank you to the guys. But all I wanted to do really today was we've put together a little presentation. I'm just going to stop my video. I'm not an expert at this, so please bear with me. Obviously, we all know it's tough times. We've all got challenges. Every business has got challenges at the moment. We all know that. But what we've been trying to do here at Vooba with our clients and with our own business as well is to really, try and keep positive, use this time effectively, look at opportunities of what we can work on. Now we have got this time, and obviously really help our clients to focus on these sort of things as well. Looking at ways to adapt the business, to try and overcome the difficult situation we're in. I'm just going to talk a bit more about that in a little bit more detail, and try and sort of come up with some examples to talk about. Just a little bit about Vooba. We're a team of 25 people, full service digital marketing agency. We've got some great people that work for the business in different with different expertise, from SEO, search engine optimization, pay-per-click campaigns, building websites, producing content, social media, etc. So we've got a good skill set within the business. We work with lots of different types of companies. So this has been really interesting from our point of view to see how this has affected different companies and how we can try and help those businesses. Obviously, some of the businesses just can't trade for the obvious reasons. So we've been trying to work with them in different ways for, more so to look into the future. But for those businesses that are obviously sort of stuck and they can't really do much in terms of trading, it's, like I said, a really good time to sort of take a step back, look at your marketing, look at your strategy, try and think about, some new ideas and new ways to make money, or new ways to, come out of this situation in a really positive way and be ahead of the game. Let's talk about adapting to change. What you've got to think of, I think, in this moment in time is, what new ways, how can you be operating? Let's take, for example, there's a business quite close to us actually, and it's basically a garden centre, and they've really adapted well, and they're absolutely flying. They've obviously set up home delivery. They've set up a Shopify website that's got obviously where people can order online, and they're actually really, really doing well. And they've got a big waiting list for deliveries. Does your website currently tell people that you're open? Are you able to offer deliveries? Can you adapt your website to sell online? Does your website have a e-commerce facility? If it doesn't, maybe now is the opportunity to set that up. Obviously, more and more people are at home. They're buying everything online. A good example of that is, I bought some chainsaw oil the other day, which I would never dream of buying online. I'd just go down the garden centre. So there is, opportunities for pretty much most products to actually sell these online. can you do Zoom calls like this with your clients? If you would normally have to go to somebody's house or business to do a quotation, is it possible to offer a service of doing FaceTime quotes or Skype quotes online? That's something to think about. Could you adapt your business if you're in manufacturing? Could you adapt to building or making something new that could be more in demand at this present moment in time? So there's all these ways of trying to adapt the business and use this time really effectively. Just going to move on to the next slide. So obviously a great way of apologies, gone too fast. A great way of obviously getting in front of people if you have got a e-commerce business at the moment is obviously to use Google Shopping or Amazon, set up in an Amazon shop or an eBay shop, which is obviously a great way, especially Google Shopping. If you do a search on Google, you'll always see the Google Shopping ads at the top. They're really visible. People can see the prices. So if your price point is, in a good position, in a good place in that market, they're hopefully going to be likely to click on your product and buy it online. eBay, huge at the minute. Everybody's buying lots of things on eBay and Amazon. So is there a potential for you guys to sell your products online? So yeah, different ways of obviously getting online sales. But if your SEO, your organic rankings aren't very good, then PPC is a great way to get to the top of the page of Google and start getting instant results. A real good option if your SEO is not well. And like I say, if you've got a website that is maybe a WordPress website and not actually set up for online sales, then that can be quite easily adapted by adding a plugin called WooCommerce. So we could set, we could, or another agency could set that up for you. So it's quite a quick thing to do, really. Okay, so just going to move on a little bit now onto social media. So also a really good time, even if your business is struggling, keep your audience engaged, keep posting on social, try and offer advice and tips and help to keep in touch with your clients so they know that they're there, that they know that you're there. Try and make the content engaging, helpful. And also, a lot of businesses out there, they might not have got their social media even set up very well. You might not have got a proper business page. You might not have got a proper LinkedIn business page. I've found, LinkedIn over the years to be very powerful and very, very good for, connecting and obviously making new opportunities happen. So if you're not a LinkedIn fan, or you've never used it, maybe now's a good time to start using it and developing your knowledge of these social media platforms, which are obviously invaluable. Maybe use some paid advertising on social media, some Facebook ads, really cheap. You can really target a good, an audience that is your target audience. The settings in Facebook are really good. It's pretty cheap. You can set a minimum budget of £5 a day. So it's a real good way of, getting your brand out there and advertising without spending huge amounts of money, which obviously not, we haven't got huge amounts of money at the moment, most businesses to be spending, but Facebook advertising is actually, pretty cheap. Okay, a little bit more. So yeah, talking a bit more about ongoing success of your business and how you can use this time effectively. So, look at your website. Can you improve your website now? you know, a lot of businesses don't get time to sit down and look at the website and write better content and get better images for the website. This is the time to do it. Just like it's time to decorate your house and, you know, make sure your garden's nice, because you never have time to do that. Why not, as a business owner, just take a step back and have a look at the website. Does it function well? Does it work well on a mobile phone? Which obviously 50 or 60% of people now are using a mobile device to search. So is your website working well on a mobile? You know, test it yourself. Excuse me. Do your rankings on Google, you know, have you got good rankings? There's a really good tool what I use a lot called Search Simulator. If you go onto Google Chrome, you can download it. It's an extension which is free. You simply download it. It takes, you know, 10 or 15 seconds to download. And then you can put your website in, type in some keywords that you think people would search to find your business, and it will show you where your website is ranking for those keywords. So it's a real good way of actually just playing around yourself and looking at, you know, where you actually rank, and if you are in a good position, and maybe if you're not, maybe it's time to look at that and start working on that, whether it's yourself or working with an agency. Also, if you're looking Google AdWords, there's a keyword planner, so you can actually go into Google yourself, find out what people are searching for to find your business. So, you know, you can then, you know, for example, find out that these 300 people search for a specific keyword that is related to your business, and then search on the search simulator to find out where you rank. And then obviously, if that's not great, maybe now is the time to find out how you can improve that. You know, talk to an agency, get some advice, read up on it yourself. You know, look at online videos to, you know, try and improve that SEO. SEO takes time. Most people know that. It's not a 2-minute job. We always say to all of our clients that, you know, to improve your rankings on Google, it's a 3 to 6 month process to do it right. But maybe now is a good time to look at that. You know, a lot of businesses may be stopping everything because they, you know, want to save budget. But, you know, why not maybe think, well, if I get ahead of the game, I improve my SEO now. When we come out of this situation, then, you know, we'll be in a much better position to take the business to another level. Personally, at Vooba here, we've just launched our new website today, and we've increased the amount of content on the website. We've increased, I think we've added about another 20 pages of content, which is really powerful because we can start optimizing those pages now and get our website to rank for more keywords, which will hopefully, over a period of time, drive us more inbound inquiries. So it's a real good time to, you know, think about SEO. Obviously, there's deals to be done at the minute. A lot of businesses, you know, are doing deals. We're doing deals because, you know, we know times are tough, and we're trying to be flexible with clients and help them out. And obviously, if they're supporting us, you know, we want to help them. So, yeah, a little bit about SEO and ongoing success. Okay, so, you know, maybe you are a business that, you know, really cannot do anything. You really, you know, you work in people's properties and you can't get into their houses and things like that. Or maybe you're a bar or a restaurant, you know, you just can't trade. So, like I said, we're really trying to maintain positivity and look at, you know, improving things for the future. So there's a sort of few ideas that, you know, I wanted to talk about along this subject. So, have what you've been doing been successful? You know, are you getting results? Is your business growing? Are you successful? Do you think that you can improve? Really, now is the time to look at that. You know, look at your brand, look at your logo. Does that look good? Do some research maybe on other competitors in the area. Do they have better branding than you? You know, to refresh a logo on a brand doesn't necessarily have to be stupidly expensive. So, you know, maybe have a look at that. Like I said, mobile responsive is a huge thing. Have you got any case studies on your website? Why not write some case or contact some of your customers and see if they'd be willing to write a case study? Real great way of improving a website, adding more content. You know, get some testimonials. I'm sure that, you know, everybody wants to help each other out at the minute. So it's a great opportunity to spend that time to try and improve the website, improve the amount of reviews you've got and the amount of case studies you've got. Could you add an online booking system to the website? You know, are you a bar, a restaurant, a pub where you've not got that facility? Is that something to look at and, you know, improve the website that way? Better images, you know, photography is huge for a website. Are your images good? You know, maybe it's a good time to spend a bit more time, maybe invest in a decent camera if obviously the budget is there to do so, or whatever, you know. Just look at the images. That really can make the website look better and sell your product much better. Is the content written well on the website? Content is huge for SEO. You know, implementing a good content, good keyword strategy into the content, making it read well. Google want, you know, good related content, not what we call spammy content, which is full of, you know, repetitive keywords. You know, the page needs to flow well. The text needs to read well. It needs to have keywords in there. So, you know, maybe look at the content on your website. Maybe look to set up a YouTube channel. You know, video, as we know, is huge. People don't tend to read things thoroughly all the time. So videos can be very engaging. You know, it's pretty easy and straightforward to set up a YouTube channel. We personally at Vooba over the last couple of years, over last year mainly, have really tried to add more video content, do some testimonial videos, which I think are really powerful, and it really shows, it can really showcase your business. Maybe if you've got a pub, a restaurant, bar, whatever, you could do a YouTube video showing the inside of the pub and how it's laid out. Maybe you could showcase the beer garden. I don't know, I'm just coming up with sort of ideas here of, you know, what you could do in terms of, you know, making the most of this time. Also, yeah, you know, where there is opportunity, what about, you know, reading up some books on how to better your business? We personally read a book which was called Profit First, which many people you may have read, but was hugely had a huge impact on how we work at Vooba and our profitability, and you know, it's helped us really become a much more slick business, so to speak. So yeah, maybe it's a good time to read up on how to better the company as well. So yeah, I mean, I've probably covered most of these bits in the slide. But yeah, I really think the website, looking at your website is a huge opportunity now. I still see so many websites to this day that really don't work well on mobile, and it's so important. You know, is it easy for somebody to find your contact details on your website? We use on most of our websites what we call a sticky footer, which is just a little bar at the bottom of the website. So on a mobile, you can easily click the phone, you can click the email, you can click a contact form or a live chat. So, you know, look at that. As your website got that? is it easy to find your social media icons on the website on a mobile? Because a lot of people will just click on the website, and they might then click on your Facebook page and like your page, which then means they're going to see your content on a regular basis. So make sure that it's easy for people to see the social media icons. Make sure that the text doesn't go on forever and people are going to get bored and not engage with the website on a mobile. So yeah, really try and spend some time to work on that, or speak to somebody like us to maybe help you on that. Obviously, like I said, there's definitely options out there for people offering payment plans as well. So you can get a deal now. You can there's payment plans available. So it may be a good time to look into that. Yeah, as I touched on, SEO, obviously a huge thing to be looking at, just purely because it does take time. It's a 3 to 6 month process to do it properly. We're going to be in this situation, in my opinion, for at least 3 to 6 months before we get back to any form of normality. So, my focus for us is, as well as obviously the clients we've still got and we're still working with, we're really going to be working on the SEO of our new website, so that we come out of this in a real strong position to kick on into, next year and the back end of this year, hopefully. Yeah, touched on this again in terms of social media. Post some offers, post some deals, what you may be offering. Try and engage some clients to do Zoom calls, Skype calls. Make sure you set up on Zoom and Skype. That's a good, a lot of people don't have Skype. We use it a lot internally because it's so easy. So yeah, maybe a good time to set all that up. And yeah, reach out for advice. We'd love to speak to you. Even if we don't do any business, give us a call. Let's have a chat. If we can help you, we'd love to try and help you. There's plenty of resource out there. There's plenty of blogs, videos online which you can watch. So yeah, take this time to improve yourself and improve your business. And that, guys, is where we're at. That's the end of my presentation. Sorry if it's not been too long, but I wanted to try and make it short and sweet. But we'd really like to talk to any businesses out there and help anybody if we can. And as the famous man said, in the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. So my focus is very much on being positive, on looking to the future, spending this time to improve the company. So thank you very much for listening in.
Tony, thank you so much for that presentation. Really insightful. I enjoyed watching it myself. If you could just unshare your screen so we can have a quick chat. There's a couple of questions that have come in which I'd like you to answer. So Imogen's actually asked, what's the single most important bit of advice you would give to any business re-looking at SEO right now?
I think for me, it's looking at the content, making sure that the content on the website is good, making sure that the keyword strategy within the pages of the website is good. That would be my best advice. There's also little things that can help. Obviously, the speed of the website is very important. The faster the website is, the better that Google will see the site. Do you have an SSL certificate? Do you have many errors on the site? Have you got broken links? Can they be fixed? But I guess, from our point of view, we're really trying to focus on good quality content and producing more of that is, going to help the website to rank for more keywords.
Yeah, brilliant. And I think what I took from that presentation particularly was, and I've certainly seen it from the people taking part in today's event, you know, you guys as experts are on hand at the moment to offer help at the very least. And that's what we've tried to do as an event, is create that point of contact. 'Cause where businesses right now are maybe having 5 minutes to reflect on themselves, you as an expert are there to help right now more than anything. So whether it's speaking to Tony or somebody else within the event or wider than that, there's a huge breadth of information there to really forward things like SEO, PPC, or any other part of your business. So I would totally agree with that. Alison's actually asked a really interesting question, and she said, what's your personal way of maintaining motivation?
Well, it's quite interesting because we were just talking about this before we got online. I mean, I had quite I think we're all going to have days of ups and downs, you know. I'm very, you know, generally a very positive guy. You know, I like fitness is a big thing for me. So trying to do some exercise every day really makes me feel better and more positive about everything. But yeah, I think we're all going to have them days where we just think, God, I've had enough of this. And particularly yesterday afternoon, I don't know why I had one of them. We had one of our biggest clients put everything on pause, which obviously is frustrating. They just put it on pause. You know, most of our clients have paused the Google ads, you know, for certain businesses because they just can't trade, as we said. So we totally respect that, and obviously we just pause everything. But for me personally, yeah, I think I'm really trying to, you know, keep fit and healthy, and that helps my mindset. But also, you know, really trying to focus on things like improving Vooba and making us a better agency and making the website better, and, you know, things I haven't had time to do. You know, we're also putting together another video as we speak. We looked at that yesterday, and we've also got another business called mktgSHOWCASE, which is a tool and plant hire website package, but we're looking to improve that as well and make that a better product for the customers that use that. So yeah, that's hopefully that answers that question, but that's sort of way, you know, the way that I'm thinking about things.
Exercising, looking at those jobs that you've, you know, been too busy to sort over the last few years where things have been normal. A really good point. And from a marketing point of view, if you were to give you know, we've got 50 marketers sat watching this right now, and I'd like them to go away from this with perhaps one thing that they should be looking at within their digital marketing. Could you point them in the right direction? Is it SEO? Is it social media? Should they be looking at something particular?
Well, I think that, you know, social media definitely is huge and very powerful now. It's obviously free, so why not use it? I mean, there's a lot of business owners that I even speak to, you know, before this happened, and they hate social media. They don't like Facebook, they don't like LinkedIn. And I get that. It's not for everybody. It's not, you know, but that if you take it away from a personal level, but on a business level, it's so powerful, you know. So, you know, make sure you have got all that set up right. It doesn't necessarily have to be about you as the managing director or whatever, but does the business have a presence on social media? So, you know, me personally, I will look at somebody's LinkedIn profile, you know, if they're trying to sell me something. So it's quite powerful to make sure it's set up properly. So I would say, yeah, make sure all your social media is set up well, make sure it links from your website properly. And then obviously, yeah, your SEO is huge. If you've got good organic rankings, you know, you can save a lot of money long term in not spending on PPC. You know, so take that time to improve your website, get better content on there, and, you know, get more traffic coming through to the site through organic traffic.
Brilliant. And we've literally got time for the last question here, which is Imogen. And I think she raises a really good point where all of us marketers are faced with a huge amount of agency options out there that seem to be offering very similar, whether it's Google, managing your Google ads or at various parts of your digital marketing. Is there anything you'd say to differentiate companies?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it is a very competitive industry that we're in. There's no denying that. There are hundreds of agencies, as we know. The way that I like to sort of I guess, sell our agencies, you know, transparency. We really believe that, you know, we like to be transparent with our clients in terms of giving them access to their AdWords account, giving them access to analytics. We don't have margins. A lot of companies do have hidden margins in terms of PPC, where they'll charge you, you know, a monthly fee, which is for your clicks, but also as a hidden margin. So we don't work like that. We basically, you pay Google for your clicks and we just charge a management fee, which we think is fair based on the amount of work that is involved with that campaign. So yeah, I guess, yeah, shop around. Yeah, why not? See what's out there. But yeah, for me personally, it's all about building relationships with businesses, face-to-face contact, having regular meetings, regular Skype calls, whatever it may be, or face-to-face meetings, which we'll all look forward to in the future.
I was going to say, one of the biggest things that I've found in experience, which hasn't been a fairly long time, but I've had a lot of contact with different companies, and it's about people as well. You know, when you're choosing your agency, if you warm to that person and you have an understanding of your business and how they operate, and you start on an honest footing, that seems to be one of the biggest things that we've found when working with agencies is working with good people. So
yeah, absolutely. People buy from people, which is obviously a bit of a cliche, but it is true. You know, a lot of our clients we've worked with for years, and you know, they've become friends over the years. So, you know, it's all about doing that and going the extra mile. And, you know, like, obviously times are tough now. A lot of our clients, we've just sort of paused their accounts. We're not charging them anything. It's obviously not great for us, but, you know, we believe that, you know, we want to keep that relationship strong and, you know, work with them for many years to come in the future.
Great. Tony, that's literally all we have time for the second webinar of today. So I want to take this opportunity to thank you for supporting the event and giving what was a really great presentation there. So I'm sure visitors took a lot from that. And I'd just like to mirror what Tony said at the end. He'll be manning his stand in the virtual exhibition for the rest of the day. My colleague Katie's actually just put a link in the chat to Tony's stand. So after he's finished from this webinar, if we give him a minute, he'll be able to open up that meeting and you can actually have a chat with him and ask some more in detailed questions. And like we said, steal from some of Tony's great expertise there about digital marketing. So please do head over to the virtual exhibition and pick out Tony and have a meeting with him and just really have a chat. So thanks for everyone that's joined today. Thank you, Tony, one last time. We've got another webinar coming up shortly, which we'll send an email link to join. Hope you're enjoying today and look forward to seeing you again online shortly.
Thank you, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.